Even without the know-how, most Americans reject financial advice. Despite reports that many workers are living and not even half of all adults would be able to cover in, the majority of Americans are declining any financial help or advice. To that point, 75% of Americans manage their own finances, with no help from a professional or online service, according to a new Only 17. John Holloway, 33, who co-owns a life insurance brokerage in Roswell, Georgia, says he's determined to do it alone, even while supporting a family. Admittedly, he's made some mistakes, like neglecting to save early on, he said. Now Holloway said, as of his most recent tally, he has about $250,000 stashed away, including home equity, he said. For most people, lacking the know-how to handle your own finances comes at a high cost, according to the National Financial Educators Council, or NFEC. Americans said cost them $1,230, on average, last year alone, the NFEC found, not to mention the toll that can take on long-term savings goals. Over time, the stakes get much higher. However, most people are coming up short, he added. Found that 4 in 10 workers who provided an estimate of their retirement savings said that they guessed the amount they needed, a finding that was basically unchanged from a decade earlier. Still, more than half of adults, or 57%, are more confident about their ability to save for retirement than they were 3 years ago, according to the CNBC survey. The survey, conducted for CNBC in March, polled more than 2,300 adults about various aspects of financial wellness. Another by the Stanford Center on Longevity found that even under the most optimistic assumptions, most workers are not currently meeting their retirement savings goals. The Stanford Center advises saving 10% to 17% of your income if you plan to retire at 65. To get a more accurate picture of your retirement number, financial advisors can play an important role as well as addressing any specific financial concerns you may have, such as a job change, move, illness, change in marital status, buying or selling a home, or paying for a child's education. Not surprisingly, those making more than $150,000 a year were more likely to consult with a financial pro or use a money management app, the CNBC survey found. Those making less, theirs. Hi. Disclosure: NBC Universal and Comcast Ventures are investors in.
Raindrop, drop top, top smoking, no cooking the hot bar. Fucking on your bitch, yeah, that.